drop, and it looks like he might actually engage here now. Maka's forces are, he's got some fungal growths, sieged up tanks though, a huge fungal growth on so many of those marines. Those are going to be taken down really quickly, and banelings banelings are kept inside, and the Overlord has almost no health. Oh, and now they're finally being dropped, but to no effect. But overall, I think MakaPrime got the better of that battle. Sen having lost more resources overall.
Yeah, I do think that this is going back to what you were saying earlier. This is very Fruit Dealer inspired. I think that he did. I think that if Fruit Dealer himself was playing, he probably would have dropped those banelings a little bit better and slaughtered the rest of these Marines. But I guess Sen just not quite that caliber yet. MakaPrime gonna move in here and try and take down this third, although he doesn't have too much to deal with this. There are two spine crawlers there.
Yeah, backed up, even though it's not a huge amount of Marines, backed up with all those medevacs, it's quite potent. Roaches poking up, but not being able to do anything, as a huge amount of tanks there are going to provide a lot of cover. Drop going to be heading out now, 8 Marines inside that medevac.
But also pushing to the third over here. He's got a lot of Marines, okay, and now getting a tank over there. He needs to siege up so he can actually shell those spine crawlers. In the meantime, a lot of roaches moving in directly towards the natural. They're going to go in for a flank, it looks like, and take down a tank and a few more units. Looks like Sen is going to lose this third base, but, oh man, a lot of roaches inside of this natural, and MakaPrime really out of position.
Yeah, MakaPrime actually didn't take down that base, so Sen's base still is living. Sen has so many roaches now in his opponent's base. He's forced to bring back all those troops, all those Marines and tanks. But a lot of damage has been done. Oh, nice full growths, and retreating just as those tanks get sieged. Sen got in, did the damage, and got out.
Yeah, and this is a really big blunder here from MakaPrime. He left the hatchery at about 12 life, and yeah, this means that Sen is just going to be able to drone up here and start mining, and yeah, just a really big blunder from Maka.
Yeah, Sen had, I think, around 12 drones evacuate the top left. And they were actually able to go back down to a living hatchery. This planetary fortress is about to finish. Turrets going up around it, so in a good spot. But MakaPrime is going back to finish the job at the third. No, actually, he's running down to try to snipe some drones. Now he's heading back up to take it out.
Yeah, there we go. Finally taking out the hatchery. And he's going to be able to take out the spine crawler as well, of course. There's a sensor tower now out for Maka. I really like the positioning. Sensor towers are probably one of the most aggravating units, well, buildings, I guess, in the game.
Ooh, at the third, brewing those roaches, but the medevacs are actually picking up all those Marines and getting out there safe and sound. There's a Hydra den, and there are some Hydras up and around. Not sure if there are many on the field, I don't believe so. There's another hatchery inside of Sen's natural. He needs that because if you look at his income, it is huge. Sorry, I'm actually looking at the wrong income. MakaPrime actually has almost double that of his opponents.
Yeah, it looks like a large drop going to come in here from MakaPrime towards the north of the main of Sen, and even scanning ahead, he's going to be able to see these relatively important tech buildings, the Hydra Den, the Roach Warren, but it looks like Sen knows that this is coming, and he is positioning to deal with that. But okay, go ahead.
Sorry, that is just a massive line of tanks. That's going to be practically impenetrable. Sen is moving on the left side now. Looks like he's just going to be moving in, ready to drop banelings on top. Roach is closing in, and banelings, are they dropping down? Now they're dropping down, taking out all those tanks, and just a few Marines left. They're going to be loaded up, and they're going to run off as Sen wins that battle against a giant mechanized army.
Meanwhile, on the main, MakaPrime did drop here and do some decent damage to the drone line, but it was cleaned up pretty handily by Sen's army. And, yeah, it's MakaPrime trying to, I'm not sure, just move down here with a medevac full of Marines, and he's going to be able to snipe off a single Overlord, but he's not going to get much else done.
No, he's moving up to the right, might be able to snipe that Overlord, but probably not be able to do too much else. He's trying to make more and more unit producing structures, getting his upgrades, +2 attack and armor for his infantry.
Yeah, it looks like MakaPrime going to be setting up in front of this watchtower. A large roach force coming in here from Sen, and he will be able to break this feat if he's determined enough. No, but Sen just walking right past, going to lose a lot of units for pretty much nothing. Lost an infestor, a few roaches, and both of his hydras there.
Yeah, really unfortunate for him. Sen now, his other base is, I guess his third is under attack. Those Marines are still alive and kicking. A few roaches going around, though, should be able to deter it, but unfortunately he doesn't have anything that can shoot air. So that medevac's still going to be alive. There are troop movements on the left and the right. Maka's moving a little bit closer, kind of inching towards the gold. And he's got several medevacs, only 2 Marines and a Marauder. I don't know if he'll be dropping with that. That's just a feint.
Looks like Maka's drop or medevac at Sen's third is finally going to get cleaned up for the most part. There's no more Marines, so that's the important part. Sen trying to get up this gold, but now those siege tanks moving into. Yep, he's going to be forced to cancel there. Those siege tanks well within shelling distance, so Sen just won't be able to set up that third base. Maka now taking his, fourth base?
Yeah, that will be his fourth. He's playing very strong, very steadily. He's been doing a lot of harassing drops. Oh, another drop is going to be occurring at the main. Might drop down and actually alert Sen that he's just got idle drones. A bunch of roaches are going to come in and take that out, no problem. Actually, a little overreacting. And MakaPrime just, moving again forward. He's got a bunker up now, and if you look at that just long line, he just has a huge amount of tanks, Marines, Marauders, and if you look at his army size, he's completely maxed out. Sen almost maxed out at 188.
Yeah, MakaPrime, this is actually a little...
at the Planetary Fortress at the gold, there are a whole bunch of Banelings being dropped down, and could this Planetary Fortress be completely annihilated by all those Banelings?
Yeah, wow, really nice job from Sen. Although Maka definitely doing a really nice job of moving all those SCVs away. That was almost instantaneous reactions, and yeah, Sen's going to be able to deny him mining over here. Looks like actually Sen going to move in with a lot of roaches and take out, or I think that was actually cancelled by MakaPrime, but yeah, now forced to retreat. A lot of tanks and a lot of Marines back there to back up his army.
You might be going for the fourth base, but it's a planetary fortress. It's super strong, and SCVs are now repairing it. I don't know if it's gonna die. It looks like it's taking more damage than it can be repaired with. Where's Maka's forces? They are at the fourth, at the bottom right. They're gonna be able to take out this base and chase those drones off, as these roaches are, I guess, still trying to clean up the refineries and whatnot, and both players trading a base.
Yeah, but it is probably better off for Maka just because Terran uses the money a little bit more efficiently, and because Maka is still mining at this gold, even has a whole bunch of meals down here. I'm really liking this push from Maka.
Yeah,
Maka's doing his entire setup.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Sen is actually supply blocked, 156. He only has enough for overlords for 126. Actually being bumped up now, still in the red though. And Sen retreat, taking that base, but MakaPrime has a medevac. It's going to be able to spot it and should be dropping off units. Yep, going to do that as MakaPrime's taking on his own. A huge roach push on the right, but there's a giant ball of infantry. Flanked by 2 sides, but so many medevacs here. I don't know who's going to come up on top.
Yeah, a lot of Marines, a lot more Marines than you usually see in these kinds of engagements. Typically, players tend to favor the Marauder, but man, Maka's been using these Marines really, really well this entire game.
Yeah, he's getting level 3 upgrades for his. Oh wow! And Sen calls good game. So MakaPrime will take this game.
Yeah, and it's tied up 1-1.